hair looks really puffy because I washed it. Are you hearing any messages, any chatter about the usage of nuclear weapons, you all? Um, and the U.S. buying iodine, because there seems to be a lot of chatter and people are having a lot of anxiety over it. I don't know what you're hearing, where you're hearing it at, or anything like that. But there seems to be a lot of concern concerning it. If you've heard it, could you please put it in here? This won't be a long video at all. It won't, because look, Putin deploys the world's largest submarine right here. Nuclear convoy. The release of the nuclear convoy video, revelations about the Belgorod. You know what that sounds like? Belmok. How Gandalf says Belmok. So he's got that called Belgorod. Movements came after he made a series of veiled threats to use them in the war. So they say he's going to do a nuclear test. Sorry about that. And you have countries who have been rushing. They've been rushing to buy these iodine tablets for quite a while. You see March the 2nd, Russia's nuclear threat produces panic buying of iodine. People rush for iodine. This is back in March. Then in September, we have Russia ordering urgent purchase of large batch of iodine. Europeans buying iodine. So this has been going on for a long time. How does it help? Radiation, Ukraine, the best iodine tablets. So who knows what's going to happen, you all? This stuff like this is it's circulating. It is with the nuclear threat of war, nuclear things. You know that he could do a nuclear device. You can do a nuclear device overhead is what you can, and that would cause an enormous EMP, and it would just like there's everything out like that, you all, if something like that was happened. Did you just hear about the Thailand children who were just, no, I didn't want to hear it. No, I did not hear that. Let's see this. No such thing as nuclear. Really, there's no such thing as nuclear whatsoever. Why do we have nuclear medicine for people who get sick? That's nuclear also, nuclear medicine in the medical industry. From here, great job. So thank you, Lamont. Yeah, so you all, are you hearing about the any more uptick of the nuclear stuff? Because it seems to be escalating, is what it seems to be. Hello, you all. Thank you for tuning in. It does. And there's really not much a person can do about it. We can't really do much about it. If you've studied about it years ago, perhaps, like how many feet between you and like a fallout shelter, it's a lot of stuff. And then like iodine, you like Provident iodine, you could like take like a put like a 1.5 strip across your abdomen or something like that. Then somebody says something about make a green walnut tincture with the green walnut shell husk things. I don't know anything about it, you all, but there's a lot of chatter about stuff like that. Yeah, there is the Russian sub. You know, it's really interesting because they released some satellite images of a Russian sub, but they're not going to tell you where it's at. They're not. You're not going to find out. That's top secret information, you all. Is what it is. His 70th birthday. He'll blow out the candles and push the button. He's going into a bunker. Red October, it's going to be 130 milligram potassium iodine for 12 days. Yeah, you know they know where it is for sure, you all. So this ain't no game. Yeah, it's not. This is a power struggle. We got a lot of powers struggling for something, you all. They are these powerful entities out there. Wanting control is what they want. And in the meantime, it's us human beings who are in the crosshairs is what it is. People are losing their minds. They are, and they're panicking too. They're getting afraid. But if you are one who has been sensing something coming, you know, your spirit is somewhat prepared if something like that does happen, because you've been trying to strengthen your spirit on the inside of here and doing the best you can to prepare that way and physically to the best of your abilities. So it shouldn't come as any shock to somebody if you've been feeling it coming in the air. You're going to meet God. You're seeing a lot of videos on nuclear stuff in the prepping community. Well, that makes money too. That makes money too. A lot of stuff. But and I've heard, and you probably heard too, that they said there's no nuclear weapons on the earth whatsoever. They were told that they can't have them, so they're all gone. Where'd they go? You ever hear of Yucca Mountain in Nevada? Yucca Mountain. Yeah. Your high school, but your HHS just bought $300 million in health, human services, and radiation sickness drug this week. That's what I was looking for in here because I couldn't find it. The HHS, 300 million. Where's it going though? Where's it going? HHS, 300 million. Iodine. Okay, let's see. HHS, is that what you said? Because I can't find it, you all. I can't find that. What was that? The HHS, let me see it. Just bought 300 million in radiation sickness drug this week. Radiation sickness. That make your hair fall out too. Just like chemo, you got radiation. Radiation sickness. I'm sure the majority of the population will not see any of it. Look at this right here today. HHS spends $290 million on extra radiation sickness pills and an undisclosed amount. Radiation sickness, it reaches organs in a matter of seconds. Well, you won't get it in time. You won't get it in time, you all. You won't. Look at this. It's on that. Look, Amgen's NASDAQ. I'm sure that went through the roof. Their stock. Due to a nuclear emergency, U.S. buy drug supply to treat radiation sickness. This is in 2016 too. HH spends in radiation sickness and drug radiation sickness. If you've ever had radiation therapy and stuff like that, you know what it does to your body. It does. You get really sick and stuff like that. Jack Bodine, who is a little too sensitive. Do we got something going on in here, you all? In this comment section? Because I don't know what's going on because I was looking at it. I know it. Who's fighting, Triggered? Triggered, who is fighting? Somebody let me in on what's going on in the comment section concerning this iodine and all this kind of stuff and nuclear things. And somebody's sensitive. We're all sensitive to some degree. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. You all, this is serious. Quit playing around on here, you all. This is not, we're not at recess right now. We're not out on the playground. Although we have some big boys who, big entities who look at the earth as their playground. They do, but they're playing for keeps. They're not just playing for fun. They're playing for keeps. Whatever happens, it is. You're hearing that the threat is nonsense scare event to get us in line is what they're hearing. That could be too. It could be some kind of propaganda thing. It could. You want to know what type of camera you use. I use my iPhone. I have a Nikon P900. I did not take pictures of ships with my Nikon P900. Okay, I did not. The pictures of the ships was with my iPhone and a clip-on lens. Yeah. So, that's right. You've seen that today, 369 degrees. Someone just upset. I told them New York, and they will be, oh my gosh. I've heard something about that, Jeffrey Bodine. Something about New York. Oh, that's the stock exchange, you all. The New York Stock Exchange. Boom. Of course, there's a lot of rumors that are going around and stuff, you all. There is. Ships have been seen here the last few days, and the weather and the skies have been cloudy. Anything, that's right. William, anything is possible. Anything. That's right, you all. So if you've been hearing anything, stuff like this, look, they want the indication of the times. The United States is stockpiling medications of radiation sickness, which might be worrying. Health and Human Service announced it would spend $290 million to secure an undisclosed amount of Amgen's blood disorder end plate, which has been approved to treat blood cell injuries caused by acute radiation. But who is it going to, you all? Who is it going to? Who's it going to? It's a little after the fact. Yeah. The elites are not, are the elites going in their bunkers? I remember when they had, who was it? Somebody in their bunker, supposedly Saddam Hussein. They found him in his bunker and stuff. Yeah. Health and Human Services. So now you all, you can look on here. You can find all kinds of things about radiation sickness and stuff. Look at this. So this is, listen, non-ionizing radiation comes in the form of light, radio waves, oopsie, I didn't want to click into there, radio waves and microwaves. And these forms don't usually cause tissue, and radars. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, you all. If you're looking in here, yes. Jeffrey, honey, you need to tone it down. You're taking over the comment section. Tone it down. That's right. That's right. Tone it down. Yeah, we got to let some other people comment. Yeah. Keep your eye on the doomsday clock. Well, they probably haven't changed it at all. They probably haven't at all. Billionaires and bunkers know something's coming. Do they? Do you all feel it's something in your spirit coming? Yeah, Jeffrey, honey, you still on here? That's right. Yeah. So, okay. It's named Poseidon. Okay. Yeah. So you all, what is this even called? The gamma is what causes the worst damage. Yeah, it is. The gamma, and if you've had like cancer and stuff and you've had to go do chemo and radiation, you know, it does a number on you, you all, and it's not for the faint of hearted. It really isn't. Okay, see, no. See, Jeffrey, honey, let me tell you what you just did to yourself. I'm not going to delete right now, but you know what? You just kept going on and on and on and on, and Gina, honey, told you, Jeffrey, honey, tone it down. And you didn't tone it down. You're doing the emote, the things, LMAOA. Yes. Oh, no, no, no. No, see, Jeffrey, honey, we've already seen. Yeah, no, that's it. You're gone because you know what? No, he's gone because he couldn't behave himself. Bye, Jeffrey, honey. You may not agree with that, but no, he's not going to come on here and then laughing my ASSOFF and stuff. He did not come from a position of love. He didn't. He didn't, you all. And that's the whole thing. Yes, you're welcome. You got a point to get across. You don't sit there and try to shove your point down somebody's throat, your words down somebody's throat like that. No, you don't do that. That's rude and that's disrespectful. Um, Now we all saw what he said, but no, that's okay, you all. That's right, Nostradamus and all of that kind of stuff. Yes, he was a bad boy. He was, and I didn't really get that upset. You know, my hair is puffing up here. I had to take a shower and wash my hair after working on my vehicles. It makes me want to mess my hair up. It's like sticking up after working on my Jeep today, so that's okay. Yes, Jeffrey's gone. It is childish. It's like the child in the classroom who has the biggest mouth. They're the ones who get the attention. The one with the biggest mouth gets the attention. You and I don't like to talk like that. I don't, but it is true. They want to be the center of attention. Well, he was. he was. He was the center of attention, you all. We gave him his attention and then blocked him. Oh, he irritated you so much that your hair pooped up. You got to be able to laugh. But this is a serious situation. What's going on? It is. He's liable to make another account and come back in here. That's okay. We'll get him again, you all. Um, Maybe unblock him for a week. I haven't unblocked a lot of people. I was going to do that on a monthly thing, but then there came so many of those. Those bots. It was the porn bots and all that kind of stuff. That I don't even know who's who. I don't. Well, I'm being serious, you all. Back to the information about this radiation tablets and this nuclear thing, and because it's not a joke. Look, what's the worst thing that he could do? U.S. made weapons might not protect Ukraine from a nuclear strike. He seizes Europe's largest nuclear plant and he annexes. What would it be like? The Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty of 1996. Will they use them? Highly likely he'll conduct a nuclear test. Look at that. His submarine, tactical. He's all in the news, you all. Putin is all in the news with his nuclear, you all. So what else is going on behind the scenes? Is there something else going on behind the scenes that we don't know about? That's right. You just had the feeling that we should prepare, and we should prepare, you all. We really should. It's not going to happen. You are watching a movie. It's a fake nuclear scare. Okay, is it a fake nuclear scare? I don't know. I guess time will tell. It's a very profitable business for people in the industry to buy iodine, stuff like that. Well, if you wanted to reduce the world's, you know what, that might be a way to do it too. Isn't that somebody said something like that? If an alien entity did not like humanity, they would do that. Because there's alien entities on this earth. There really are. And we may not recognize them because they walk among us. Yeah, that's right. We are on the what? Yes, you are. That's what I'm saying. They love to keep people in fear. Well, don't go to the fear. Just continue to do what you do. You got to live your life too, you all. And there's things you got to do in every day that you don't want to quit doing them and be like a statue, like, you don't know, I don't know, that game you play when you're little, they swing you around, and however you land, you have to stay in that statue-like thing, whatever that is, freezing. I can't even remember the name of it. World War III. you had to pause certain channels to clear. You got to clear that vibration. You all do it. That's right. Keep the vibe high. There is an eclipse on the 25th. Your hubby is retired and he isn't shaken. He said he doesn't watch a bunch of this YouTube. And the time he's 61 and he still works. He's very concerned. And he should be. You know, when my husband at the very first thought, China and war. This was back several years back, a few years back. He was terrified. He was. He said, "Well, there we are no match for China. No match at all for China." Um, that would be the biggest mistake. And nobody wants war. Average human people don't want war. We don't want war. We don't want to see lives destroyed, families destroyed. We don't, you know. But then you have war on different. Somebody spamming on here. Peachy, who is Beachy, who is spamming. Yeah, we don't want to have war, but there is war being waged on a smaller level, affecting communities all over the world and states and towns and things like that. Yeah. OG gas spamming. There's something called OG gas. There's gas spamming. Hello there. You all, this is serious. This is like people are getting very concerned about the threat of nuclear war and World War III. And look what's happening. What's going to happen in the wintertime? The gas has been shut off, and people in Europe, if you're watching this video in another country, the gas prices are through the roof, the energy prices. And you know, you're liable to see this here in the United States too. And with OPEC cutting their supplies and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, OG being, oh, is the guy's name. Okay, I gotcha. I got you, you all. That's right. Yeah, this is kind of serious, and that hijacks the conversation here. Oh, did you see the buses in New Jersey? They have nuclear preparedness poster on them. No, I did not. Mass casualty drills, Long Island cops high alert. Also, mini drills going on. Wow, that's really interesting. It is interesting. Radiation can ignite bullets and firestorms. You just got oil today, and it's up to $4.95 a gallon. You mean gas? Yeah. So, have you heard of? Let me see. Walnut husks. Radiation tincture. I'm sure there's, like, who had to deal with that? You all look at this. Look at this. Dry hulls. How to make it. Practical self-reliance. Dr. Clark green black walnut whole tincture wild harness. It's the ultimate body detox and cleanse. Oh, look at this. How to make it. You have to have vodka. If you can get vodka, clean your tincturing vessels. I just heard about that today. Oh, so they really do make something like that, I guess. I didn't know about it. I didn't. Gas is 620 something here where you're at. Yeah. 7 in California. A few years ago, we had a ballistic missile, and it scared the whole island. But then they said they accidentally pushed the button. Homemade. Well, that's what it looks like. It does look like something like that. You can look it up, you all. How to make an iodine thing with a rich black walnut tincture. If you have walnut trees. How to make a black walnut for local iodine and preserve your health. Press the spent holes with a potato ricer press. Capture as much as the tincture as possible. Pour it into an amber glass bottle. I've never heard of this till today. You all, it extracts as removable medical uses of black walnut leaves, and I don't know. I really don't know about it. But the bunkers will be the tombs. Um, Everyone should be taking iodine every day anyway. Humans are very different. Oh wow, I never thought of that. I haven't, you all. There's no sign of panic buying where you're at in South Australia. If you're just tuning in, I'm just wondering if you heard anything about that, the nuclear threat or something like that, because it's very serious. And if you're living in a country like Ukraine and you're hearing that, you must be on pins and needles because you may not know what's going to happen. And it's scary, especially for children and stuff and young adults and older people too. It's just scary for anybody, the thought of it, because how do you survive it? Um, and then some don't. But then it has, if you do survive it, you're liable to have a lot of health issues afterward. Uh, yeah. Um, that's true, Keith. Yeah. What iodine is needed? You'll have to go. Here's what you should do. Do your research on that. If you have that, do your research on the internet or your cell phone. Find out what you need and write it down on a piece of paper because you may not have the internet to come to. Write down this stuff on a piece of paper. If you don't got a printer, write it down. Don't think, well, I'll just save it on my phone. Well, if there's an EMP, your phone's going to be shot. It's going to be fried. Write it down on a piece of paper. You better have some pen and paper or pencil and paper. You can get some cheap stuff at the dollar store or Dollar Tree. Yeah, type in something like that. Poland is asking, oh my gosh. I heard that, Ika, how they can store their whatever's there. Um, that would sound like a nuclear Armageddon thing happening. It would. Living in a post-apocalyptic world where only the strong survive in a post-apocalyptic world, you all. Oh, that'd be awful. That's right. Um, so, oil lamps and candles and a little healing. Don't fall into the fear. Well, awareness does not always equate to fear. It doesn't. Awareness actually can raise a person's vibration within so they can prepare. It don't always equate immediately to fear. It doesn't. We can speak about fear, but it does not have to reside and take the throne inside our being. This is awareness. It's the first step, more or less, in preparedness. It is. Um, you would like to share with a sincere truth. Gina, regards to what you're in the public on, I would like to share in a sincere truth. There's a lot of people sharing on here. They are giving it too much attention is unhealthy. Well, there are people who read everything they can on it. I just heard of it again today, just ever so briefly, and I thought, have you heard anything? Yeah. Thyroid cancer, making a seaweed a daily part of your diet. If you can get seaweed, it doesn't smell good either because we've ordered seaweed, dried seaweed, and it has a really smell. If you like seaweed smell, it has a strange smell. Good afternoon in Gainesville, Florida, down in the swamp. I hope you are doing well down there and surviving. You moved to Africa in January because I felt something bad coming to the state. There is a lot of people moving here with the same feeling. ATX, I think that's wonderful. I really do. America owes for all the innocent bloodshed. So you moved to Africa. That's wonderful. I have some good friends there in Africa. I really do. That's the tactics, you all, if you're just tuning in. UK new. What? UK just announced expected planned blackouts to save. Now, Nancy, let's look. So not only are you going to have to pay more for your electricity, you're going to have planned blackouts, is what it is. Morpheus. Planned blackouts. I'm sure we're going to have them here too, because we were told even in the very beginning of the summer, we'll have planned blackouts throughout the year, even into the winter time. South Sudan is your second home. We'll be coming here, say the Bible. Hey, okay, now let's talk about that, because we know that that would make the water bitter and you could not drink it, right? Let's nuclear makes the water bitter. You can't drink the water. You can't, you all. It will make the water bitter, and I don't think you can drink it. Why does the water taste bitter all of a sudden and stuff like that? I didn't type in the search good at all. I did not. Typical iodine. Bovine iodine is fast way to get in a bunch of you. Yep, that's what we heard. Yes, we're being educated and prepared. There's nothing wrong with coming together on a social media platform to raise awareness and ask, are you hearing anything else? Because it's a gathering of intelligent information from people who go to all different types of media, and they come together and they share what they have heard. And you can take all that information and then take what you want from it, because it, like, you can just gather it up and sift through it. That's really good. It is. That's right. You can sift out the contaminated water. That's right. You might want to have some activated charcoal. If you burn firewood without chemicals on it in your stove, and you have the charcoal pieces, just rinse them off, dry them out. There's your activated charcoal right there. Smash it to a powder. You can even chew it. It's not too whatever. It's kind of gritty, but yeah. Yes, PZ. It's been nice and live. Read it. Something is a while since live, since you read it. You need nascent. I never heard of nascent. Between the combatants of both loose, mad tice. It's shungite. Shungite. Gary, you are a new watcher. Welcome. Welcome, you all. Well, I would not want to be in this being if my heart was bad. I would not. I would totally protest my maker. I would no. If I was in a being, if my spirit was in this body and it was a bad heart, I wouldn't be me. There you go. I would not be me. I wouldn't want to do this. I wouldn't. I don't want to live in a world without love inside of here, because it's a very harsh, cold world to live in. You have the feeling we'll be end up being okay. Yes, we will be okay. When it comes right down to it, we're going to have the peace that passes all understanding on the inside of here. And we will be strong enough to make it no matter what comes our way, because we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight the good fight. I'm going to make sure I stay in this body as long as I possibly can, and as long as it's meant for me to. And hopefully you will too, you all. And you'll make it somehow, some way, as far as you're meant to go. That's right, you all. Like high on a mountain of love. Mountain of love, mountain of love. You should be, you used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Something like that. High on a mountain of love. That's right. I don't know the rest of it, but I like that song. I do. I've always liked it, but I can't remember all the words for it. Mountain of love. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. That's right. Oh, they taste like salt. That's right, you are. Mm. Vonda, honey, thank you. But yeah, that's right. You've been giving your kids positive feedback every single day. I think that's absolutely wonderful and encouraging them to lift each other up, putting out their strengths. That's wonderful. We all should do that as an example of what you did. We all should be doing it with everyone we meet, putting out encouragement like that, building each other up instead of tearing each other down and laughing at each other. Yeah, because you don't get very far in this world when you put people down. There's strength in numbers, and certainly building someone else up, it will increase your numbers. That's right, you all. It's right, Vonda, and I really agree with it. I do. Um, yeah, that's right, you all. We got to do it. Build each other up. It says, "Build each other up in the Lord, for this is right." Scripture. It is. If you keep on biting and gnawing at one another, watch out because you'll end up destroying one another. That's the rest of it. Yeah. Keep on biting and gnawing at one another. You will end up destroying each other. We don't want to destroy each other. We need it. We need all hands on deck, you all. All hands on this spiritual boat, on these big waves, this big ocean of life. That's what we need. All hands on deck. We do. Feeling very strange feelings. Intuitive gal. You need to get plenty of oatmeal. Oh, that's wonderful. That's right, you are. You like texting? Yeah, that's right. Mountain of Love. You just changed your name. I think that's a nice song I might want to hear today. Johnny Rivers. Thank you. So that would be great. We got to be strong for one another. We're not going to make it. It is like the united we stand, divided we fall. And if our backs should ever be against the wall, we'll be together. Yeah, that's right. Love, love, love. Yes, that's right. Don't fight, but when you do, fight to win. Yeah, you are. Yeah, there's a lot of theories about what's going on, but yeah, you are. Just get prepared on the inside of here, first and foremost, and let your spirit lead and guide you to how else you need to prepare and encourage those around you. If you have a family, encourage them, encourage your children. Just get your act together, you. I'm trying to get my act together. I really am trying to get my stuff squared away because I don't want to be caught off guard. I don't want to be like those 5 foolish virgins who weren't prepared and something came and they got left. They did. That's right. Let's see. Christopher, Gina, nuclear threat is a scam. Well, let's hope it is a scam. Let's hope it is. Because if it is, then, well, guess what? That's already doing its whatever it was meant to do anyhow. It's putting the fear in the people. It's raising awareness. Okay, it is. It's like the zombie apocalypse. It raises awareness. They could say that that's a scam too, but it's always best to be aware of what's being said so that we can prepare. We can, because you never know what's going to happen in this world that we live in. Nobody would have dreamed or even thought, say, 5 years ago that we'd be where we are right now. No, they wouldn't have. Unless you had inside knowledge of what was coming, then you would have known. I am going to go, you all. It is 2:16. I got to get down there, and I'm going to fix some kind of a casserole with some cornbread. It's called like a turk taco. A taco. I actually took a picture of it. I think I did last night. A taco, cornbread something. You all, let me show you this. You're going to look this up. Oh, stuffed Mexican cornbread. A stuffed Mexican cornbread quick weeknight dinner. I'm going to make this. You can find this on this channel right here. This is where I found it. It's Krista's Kitchen. And I'm going to make this because it looks really good. An onion, a bell pepper, ground beef or pork, jiffy cornbread, taco seasoning mix, black beans, corn, rotel, and 2 cups of cheese if you want to. I'm going to make this right here. I'm going to see how that is going to taste. I mean, this don't look good right here, but this sounds like it's going to be good. I want to go down there and I want to make that, is what I want to do. So I'm going to go, you all. We're going to get out of here, and I want you all to know that I appreciate all your comments on here. Even Jeffrey's a comment that got him blocked because he didn't tone it down. He kept saying LMAO. Do you know, for the longest time, I never knew what that meant. And it wasn't till like a few years ago that LMAO, I realized what it meant because somebody told me. Yeah, so he gave out some information, but then he kept making fun. And yeah, all of that. That's right, you all. We're going to go. And Johnny Rivers, that's right. Thank you. Mountain of Love. You should be ashamed. You used to be a Mountain of Love, but you just changed your name. That's right, you all. I don't know how I cook brown rice. I haven't cooked it in a long, long, long time. That's right, you all. But that's okay, you all. We got to get good on cooking with what we got at our house. We do. So with that being said, you all, thank you. And hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. And you'll see me today. You'll see me later on today, you all. You will. If it's meant. If it's not, you won't see me. Okay, you won't. But I plan on doing it, you all. That's right. Have a wonderful afternoon, you all. Love you.